in a lot of tefillas, and really starting from the onset, really starting from the onset, Yisrael, of our whole Yemei Slichas. Ashkenazim started saying Slichas on Motzei Shabbos before a week and a half before Hashanah. Hashanah was on a Tuesday night. We started the Motzei Shabbos before. And from the first words we said is Kirashim B'dalim Dafaknu D'Lasecha. To be doifik is to bang. To be doifik. Knock, knock. And Kirashim B'dalim, like poor people, Dafaknu. That's the first words. I'm here like an ani. Kirashim B'dalim Dafak Hashem, I'm here like an ani. That's the first words we said. In many slichos, we've been expressing that Hashem, I'm not coming with zuyos. I'm coming poor. In let's get a Rosh Hashanah machzor. They're not there. Fine. Oh, perfect. Thank you. In Avinu Malkeinu that we're repeating over. It was saying every morning and afternoon during these Aser Simei Tshuva. We say Chanenu Vanenu. Chanenu means to find chen in us, like us. Chanenu, find favor in us. Vanenu, and answer us. Kein banu masim. For I have no actions. I say manut tzedakah, do charity to me, v'chesed, and kindness, v'shienu, and save me. We ended off the Avinu Malkenu's Chanenu, just like me, Vanenu, and answer became banu masim. I have no actions. I say, Manu tzedakah v'chesed v'yishenu, please do kindness to me. Tzedakah and chesed, give me charity, be kind, but I don't deserve. Both tzedakah and chesed is the mashmais, give me what Hashem, please give me what I don't deserve. We, in a very beautiful place, the beginning of Chazaras Hashatz. At the beginning of Chazaras Hashatz of Musaf, let's read this. I'm sorry, I just want to find this camera. We say a lashon be'ein meilitz yosher. Ein meilitz. A meilitz is somebody who defends you. Be'ein meilitz yosher. I have. Avi, we say a lashon in davening, be'ein meilitz yosher. Mol magid pesha. I have nobody. We have a magid pesha. We have a prosecutor who says our faults. In Shemayim, we have a prosecutor. The Satan's a prosecutor. The Satan means to be master, means to prosecute. So be'ein meilitz yosher. I have no defender. Mol, opposite the magid pesha, the one who says negative about me, I have no defender. I come, Hashem. You know, when at a Levaya, we ask the departed to be a meilitz yosher. Be a meilitz, please. Defend us. Speak to Hashem on our behalf. We always say should be a meilitz. You've heard this expression at a Levaya. They ask the departed to be a meilitz for your mishpacha, for your family, for your neighbors, for your friends, for your shul, to be a meilitz. In the davening we say, Moyo be'ein meilitz yosher. I have no meilitz. Now, in a way, it looks like such a funny energy to come to davening, and a lot of pieces describe this. Even the Hineni, that beautiful prayer, it's interesting. If you listen, Minhagei Yisrael is so cool. This is very interesting. Did the guys notice this? Avram, did you notice this? Tovya's Tefillah, the prayer that the Shat says before Chazaras Hashat, before Musaf. Hineni. In the Hineni prayer, listen what he says. Hineni ha'ani mimas. I'm impoverished. Ha'ani means I'm poor, mimas, from action. I don't have any actions. Nirash, I'm afraid. V'nifchad, I'm frightened from approaching. And I come to beg for Klal Yisrael that has sent me. The Chaz is praying. It's very interesting. This is an old Minig Yisrael. I bet Johnny keeps this also. Johnny's a Chazan. Do you know the Chazan whispers, Afal pi she'eni kedai v'hagan l'kach. I'm not worthy of this. He whispers it. The Chazan, Johnny, you don't say that. All Chazanim whisper it. He doesn't say loudly, I'm not worthy of this. He says it quietly. It's interesting. I always am bothered when speakers say before they speak, I'm not really worthy of speaking. Never say that out loud. First of all, it's not covered in the tzibur. You're speaking. And if you're not worthy, sit down. You don't say it loud. That's a private matter. You don't say publicly, I'm not worthy, I shouldn't. You don't do it. It bothers me when speakers do that. I'm not right to speak here. I'm not real. Whereas I'm not properly prepared. So sit down. You're making it like you're speaking means you have something you want to say and you feel you should be saying. So I don't like when speakers loud. Now, who cares what Kalish likes? The minhag Yisrael is not to say it out loud. You don't say out loud. You'll hear Chazanim. Two of you whispered, all Chazanim. They say, here, we're trembling, we're afraid. Then they, to themselves, he's quiet a little bit. He says, even though I'm not kedai, it's not what you tell the tzibur, that's your own thoughts. It's not what you tell the tzibur. It's not derech eretz to tell that to the tzibur. First of all, they're trusting you. Second of all, you're davening. Now, you're allowed to feel this way. You say quietly, Hashem, such a beautiful minhag. Our minhagim are so ridiculously cool, Daniel. What Klal Yisrael does, you could study, learn from. We're a beautiful people. And the Chazanim across America, my Rebbe daven for them, the Chazanim across the world, they whisper to themselves, even though I'm not Kedai, it's not nice to tell the tzibur that. The tzibur we put up to you, we feel you are worthy. He feels to himself, it's not what he tells us. What he tells us, what we feel, we're very confident in him. He's allowed to have his own thoughts. To us, he's going with confidence. Even it's interesting, if you find Avi later and you notice certain times he whispers, that's always when he whispers. He says later, I'm asking I'm asking Rachamim for me and the ones that sent me. Then he whispers, V'nal tafshiyim b'chatasai. Don't blame them for my sins. Don't obligate them. I'm a sinner. He whispers that. It's not nice to tell us that. So he whispers the chazan. That's a private matter of him, Hashem. To us, he's evoking confidence. He whispers quietly. So it's beautiful. He's talking to Hashem. That's his own thing. He says, Hashem, just don't, my own sins, don't put to them. Then he goes on, the rest, he says they out loud that accept my tefillah like the tefillah of a Zaken Rugel. But there's a lot of expressions of our ineptitude and what we don't have. It's such an interesting way of coming to daven. And the Avinu Malkeinu, almost the parting message to Hashem, Ein banu masam, get stuck and chesed. By the way, we start the Avinu Malkeinu's Chatanu Levanecha. It's bookended. The beginning and end describe. I'm not saying I'm so hot. Avinu Malkeinu Chatanu Levanecha. Hashem, I have sins. Then we start asking for things. The Avinu Malkeinus, we ask for like the most important things. But we start, I have sins, and we end Ein banu masam. I don't have schosim. Give me tzedakah and chesed. And the way a person is supposed to pray, if you look up the halacha, it's a din in Shulchan Aruch, you're not supposed to say to Hashem, do good to me, I've been a good boy. You're not supposed to say that. That's not how Yid davens. There's a tremendous chus of tefillah, Hashem, I'm here. Please, I'm your son. I'm your dependent. Hashem, please. I know you love me. You're not supposed to say, I've been a good boy, I'll be a better boy. It's not how you're supposed to daven to Hashem. If my kid would call me up from Eretz, Hudi would say, Tati, you have a couple $100,000. I'm mamish been learning shtark. I promise you I would start doing more tshuva. So what have I done as a father? That'd be like, I'd be sad. I'm not emes. Avram, I'd be terrible. What I do? What type of father was it? He calls me up, Tati, can I have some money? He knows I love him. I'm not coming. I've been good. Meshuggah. I would literally feel sick what I've done as a father. Hashem's our tata. You don't come to Hashem, I've been good, I'll be good. You come, Hashem, I'm not coming with anything. I'm coming, Kirashim Vidal. I happen to love the first words we say. I like Elul, I like the Yimei Slichus. I happen to like it because my name is Daniel Pinchas Kalish. And the Oisius of Daniel is Doifik, is Tanakh. Dalid Pei Kuf is Tanakh, Doifik. Is Tanakh. Doifik means Tanakh. Kol Doidi Doifik. And knocking, we start Ka'aniyim v'Rashim Dafaktu. God, I'm knocking on the door. I'm coming poor. I'm not coming. I'm not coming like that. Now listen to what the Barditchever said. When I was your age, I heard Chassidish Pshatim Chemi. I was like turned off. It's not what's being said here. So Shlomo, the words, and I have come to realize that in Chassidish Pshatim, they're saying the deepest truths in Pshat. It usually fits into Pshat. Now, if you read the words, it says, Be'ein meilitz yosher. We have nobody, Be'ein. We have nobody, meilitz yosher. We have nobody to be a meilitz. A meilitz means I have nothing to defend me. I have no defender. I come without a defender. Mul magid pesha, against the one who's prosecuting me. I have the prosecutor has a, imagine you're in a court case. The prosecutor has like a fancy $1 million lawyer. He has like Ben Brafman on his, even though Ben Brafman is the biggest defense attorney in America. But he has like the version of Ben Brafman as the prosecutor. You're the defendant and like you couldn't afford a lawyer. And we say to Hashem, Be'ein meilitz yosher, I have no defender. Mul magid pesha, against the one who's prosecutor. I come nothing. So it sounds like, well, look, said the Barditchever, he put the comma in a different place. Avram, listen what he said. He said, instead of Be'ein meilitz yosher, I have no meilitz, he said Be'ein, with nothing. Meilitz yosher, that's my defendant. Be'ein, if you come like I don't have, meilitz yosher, that's the best defender in the world. Here where he put the comma? Be'ein, if you have ein, meilitz yosher, that's the best defendant, mul magid pesha, against the prosecutor. So now it looks like when I was your age, I was here Chassidish Pshat. It's not the Pshat. What's he doing? If you understand, by the way, it is Pshat. Because even the simple way of reading, I have none. So he's saying you're just coming, I have nothing, like you're... And all the prayers are set up like this. The whole, from the start, I don't like people who come defeated. In sports, I don't want anybody. It's funny, before a big game, you know the type of guy who watches the other team's lineup? It's like, whoa, I'm not into that. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at our line. I don't go, whatever against, I don't care who we're playing. I don't like defeatist mentality. I don't like attitudes of we can't. You saw that guy? I don't care. He hasn't missed the 3 the whole worm. I don't care. I don't like defeatist mentality. We can. I don't like attitudes of we can't be shaykh to Tisha B'Av and Elul, we're not shaykh. Yom Kippur is, no, we're shaykh. I promise we're shaykh to things. I don't like defeatist attitude. Anything which says we can't, we won't, we never, count me out. I like competing. We can. Let's do it. Let's go. We can. I like we can attitude. I don't like you can't. So to me, if you see the davenings, it's like a defeatist attitude. We have nothing, we are nothing, we come as poor people. Maybe next year, how can I know now that next year I'm going to come as a poor man? Maybe I watch Avram, the best guys we've ever gotten in yeshiva. You're a beautiful person. So maybe you're already planning next year to say like a poor guy you'll knock. You're doing quite well. You might knock like a very rich man, having a lot. And I could already tell you next year, now I'm going to approach my Yemei Slichas, I'm going to say Kanim v'Rashim Tefakna, I'm knocking like a poor man. And the Barditchever was saying that the way to approach Hashem is not with all you have. You could be the richest guy. Come as a dependent. Hashem, I'm your son. Here I am. I come with nothing. I'm not coming with my stuff. I'm coming as I need you, Hashem. I really need you. I really need you, Hashem. Real. I really need you in my life. I want you in my life. I have things. I want you, Hashem, in my life. Real. I want you, Hashem. I'm not coming. Well, I come that way. I'm here, Hashem. I'm here. I watch different guys come to Minyan. And by the way, I'll tell you a maisach, but there's tons of stories like this. people who came, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, there are a lot of stories like this, the Hasidic stories in the literature world, of people who showed up, all different things could happen. I picture a guy like oversleeps Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and he mamish feels like, you know what it means to walk to the Beis Mikdash, Hashem, I'm here? I can't believe it. I overslept, I guess. I can't believe it. I had a Maaseh for my first time. I'm going to be honest, it's on tape. I'm going to admit the truth. I've been in Durham now. We've been coming. Is this our 9th year here, Shlomo, or 10th, Shlomo? 9 years? It's either the 9th or the 10th. I don't know. What? This is our 10th year. 10 years I've come to Durham. This Shabbos, I'm going to tell you what happened. This Shabbos, I had trouble falling asleep. I was fabrenging in my apartment. We had the einigs in the dorms. So I decided to be einig in the apartment. I had an einig with Rena, my wife. We had an einig. We were having a fabreng until late. Then I went to sleep. Taina got to sleep earlier. I was doing things here. We had an einig here. Ended very late. Maybe we'll make it early. And then we had an einig in the apartment. I overslept. I came very late to daven. Very. I'm supposed to be the Rav here. There's an Afruf. I came very, very late. First, it's a shtickle and bad. I'm supposed to run the place. The night before, one of the people of Baalei Simcha said, "How do you get up so early even though you go to sleep so late?" Then I roll in like at very, very late. I made his aliyah. I made the afra. I'll tell you what happened. I had a very beautiful davening. You know why I'm here, Hashem? I'm here. I'm late. I'm embarrassed. I'm this. I'm that. Hashem, I'm here. I want to pray to you. I want to talk to you. I had a very beautiful davening. Be'ein. I came in. I didn't come. Hashem, you see, I'm early. I'm on fire. I'm doing well. My streak's alive. I came amish be'ein. You come be'ein. I'm not coming with stuff. I'm just here. Hashem, I need you. I want you. Be'ein, meilitz yosher. That defends you. That's the biggest defender you could have, the Barditchever said. Now, it sounds like he's saying such a shtickle Torah. He's not. It's true in Pshat. What's Tama? We're saying, every year we say, Be'ein meilitz yosher. We have no meilitz. That alone, Shemi, is what he's saying. Come as I'm here. I'm here. If I defined how the Rosh Hashanah Dam is people who showed up, I'm here. Hashem, I'm here. The guy showed up. I'm here. Hashem, I'm here. I really want this. I want to be part. I'm not coming. I'm on fire. I'm this. I'm that. It's not the energy how I'm coming. Ein banu masim. I don't come to Hashem that I'm being so good, please. That's a pathetic relationship. A really weak relationship. I come. I want. I'm interested in you, Hashem. I really want this. Ein banu masim. I'm asking for kindness. I'm asking that I'm your son, Hashem. I'm your dependent. I say manutstaka. I think we start Avinu Malkenu's Chatanu Ufanecha. Hashem, I'm a sinner. I'm not one of these people coming. I'm on fire, Hashem. We're asking like the biggest things of the year. We're asking. We're saying, I'm just here, Hashem, a dependent of yours, who's here. That alone, said the Barditchev, is the biggest chus to be answered. The biggest chus. By the Talmidim of the Baal Shem described, the Baal Shem asked one of his Talmidim to be the Makri. The Baal Shem blew the shofar famously, and he asked one of his Talmidim, it was a big honor, be the Makri, call out Tekiah. So the Talmud was like shocked. The Baal Shem wanted to be Mechaberim like that. So the Talmud started studying Mamish Yom of Alayla Kavana Sa'arizal, the Kavana of the Tekiah before, the Tekiah after, Mamish studying the whole Sugya. There's a sugya, the halacha is relevant, there's a sugya negeya. It's funny that Tzibur hears blows, there are things going on. In the first set, there's a machlokes rishonim if the shvarim trua has to be one breath or two breaths. The one who holds one breath holds not yaitz with two breaths. One holds two breaths. So we do the first set of shvarim trua, we do with he does in one breath. The second shvarim trua, you're supposed to call it different. The first they say shvarim trua. Second when you say shvarim trua, because they do it in two breaths. There's a lot going on, and then the kavanas. So the Talmud of the Talmud of the Baal Shem studied the kavanas, but he couldn't memorize everything. So he wrote it down. He had write-ups and papers of all the kavanas. Comes Rosh Hashanah morning, he lost all his papers. He was mamish, and the Baal Shem asked him to do one job. He prepared hours. He lost all the papers. Shemayim, they hid them. He couldn't find. He spent Rosh Hashanah morning. He was late to shul. He was looking everywhere for his kavanas. He had a job to do. The Baal Shem sent him that you got to come. He comes to shul. He's mamish like a broken kli. He's calling out the stuff for the Baal Shem, and he knows nothing. He lost all his notes. So he comes. He's Tkiya. After the Baal Shem said that was the best tkiyas ever out of my life, what were you thinking? What happened? The Baal Shem asked this Talmud. That was the year I never had tkiyas like that in my life. So he said he was thinking, I feel so sad, what am I? The Baal Shem, that was the best kavanah you ever had in your life. I don't know, I shouldn't know what to do. He came with a certain tamimus, certain sincerity. He came, that's not making fun of having all the kavanas. Trust me, the next year when he remembered the kavanas, but he tried to replicate that tamimus, sincerity.
Yeah, that's hard. That's like he ate it away, so
that he had taken it away from. I never heard that. I want you to know the story. When you have different versions, it proves to me it's true. And I want to say, you said different versions. I want to say clearly something happened, and we probably don't know exactly. It wasn't like a public thing. It's not like a joke. These were big tzaddikim. It's interesting that they said the Baal Shem hid the guy's kavanas. Hid his kavanas. I heard that he lost it. I don't know. Clearly, I'm sure we don't know. But there's a story that happened that the kavanas, did the Baal Shem take it? Did the Baal Shem daven that it disappeared? Did the guy, for sure Hashem took it, and maybe the Baal Shem was the shliach of Hashem. But the Yid couldn't find his kavanas. And the Baal Shem said it was like the biggest year. And he's not saying not to have kavanas. He is saying come with sincerity. He's not, we want to have tzidkus. We want to serve Hashem. That's not the approach. It's not the approach to Hashem. We're coming Yom Kippur. We're coming these days. The ikar approach of the Yid is, I want you, Hashem. Mamish, just why I want it. But I want it real. I want it real. I really want this. I want it real. I spoke to a lot of guys Rosh Hashanah. I spoke to a lot of people. I saw Bachmu. There were guys who were here hours. People told me very little. They liked it. He said he didn't have a pressure, somebody beating him up to come. It's a big thing to walk into shul. I want a beer. It's a big thing. I would, in the yeshiva set up, and again, we all get to places, we come on time, we're working towards it. I could tell you this Shabbos that I had bush, I had all different things. I had such a taiva to say I was sick. People kept asking me, you okay? I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine. What can I say? You could... To say a lie, never you should say a lie. Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Aseret Mitzvah, you got to speak more honestly than the whole year. I wasn't sick. What can I say? I wasn't sick at all. I had a sore throat, so it looked like a good story. Then no shaykhs. Sore throat because I was enjoying Rosh Hashanah, and I sing too loud always. It was a beautiful... L'maisa, I sensed Shlom, I wanted a beer. My mamish was so nice. It was an afro. It was daven. I want to daven. I joined the davening. Come in such a manner. Come, Hashem, I want you. Be'ein. Come, I'm not coming with stuff. I'm just coming, I'm dependent. Hashem, I need you, I want you, I'm interested, I need and want, Hashem. And I'm here. That's the energy of coming Lifnei Hashem. That's always the energy of coming Hashem. The davenings are set up as such. The davenings are set up. I know next year I'm going to knock. Hashem, I'm here. I'm really here. I'm not coming with schos. This is how a person is supposed to daven. In Shulchan Aruch, it's brought. It says, Moshe Rabbeinu daven for Eretz Yisrael, v'aschanan. V'aschanan is a lashon chen. It's the same lashon we say in Avinu Malkeinu. Chanenu. Chanenu means when you just find favor for no reason at all. The Gra writes that Hashem is a chanon, which is the same lashon chen. A chanon means he responds to tantrums. The Gra writes, there's a difference in a babysitter and a mother. If a kid's tantruming, a babysitter will give in because she doesn't know what to do. The kid's tantruming. So a babysitter will give in just to quiet this kid down. It's crazy. A parent gives in when your kid tantrums. They're so cute. I'm picturing a certain scene in our family, a certain scenario of a kid tantruming, and my wife and I say, so cute. The parent, like a Rachmana, swells up. The Gra writes that Hashem's a Chanun. He just, when we like crying, he's just like, they're so sweet. And he gives us things. It brings out, it's Ma'ira from Hashem. Hashem likes us. That's what it means, Chanun. It means not based on I deserved it. And says the Svarim, Moshe Rabbeinu v'Yaschanan, when he davened for that which was massively important, and the lesson of tefillah that he taught us, v'Yaschanan, a matnas chinam, and the Shulchan Aruch brings, that's how you're supposed to daven. You daven for Hashem, Hashem, please. I know, I love you, you love me, I need you, I want you, you like me, Hashem, you're supposed to ask for matnas chinam. You're not supposed to negotiate from Hashem. Say, I'm a good boy, please. I'm telling you I'll be better. It's not even how you ask for life. You don't ask for life. You ask for Ein Banu Masim, I come Hashem. You love me, I need you, I want you, I'm dependent on you, Hashem. That's how a person comes. You're supposed to be mispalo for matnas china, v'aschanan Hashem. That's the whole nature of the prayers, to come l'fnei Hashem as a dependent. I'm here, Hashem, and I need you. I don't know how to say it differently. I just need you. I need you, Hashem. I really need you. Come as a dependent. So that's the first thing I wanted to share with the Chevra. It's an attitude of prayer. It's very powerful. Hashem, I'm here. I really want you. It's an attitude, Yom Kippur, by the way. Yeah, I'm here.
For myself, the action doesn't even end up happiness.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. Show up. I'll tell you some, Mechi, I want to tell you something interesting. And I see this in prayer. This attitude of I'm here and I'm interested, this attitude, a beautiful, simplistic attitude. Jamie, I have seen this. I'm going to give different examples of Ram L'Chaveira, because in relationship, that's like the deepest showing up. People worry when they go to be Menachem Ava, what should I say? Don't say anything. What you're saying is, I'm here. I care. You're a friend, I care. You don't have to, it's not what you showed up. You're saying, people don't even remember what you said. You show up. I'm very into, if I had a surgery a number of years ago. My brother drove from Lakewood. I couldn't have guests. I couldn't have people. Then I was in a lot of pain. He drove in, held my hand, was with me. I don't remember a word he said. He drove back to Lakewood. I'm here. Nothing. There's nothing to say. Rabbi Kilson's my best friend. For 48 years, we're very, very close friend. He was having a major surgery. Mechi was having a major, he sends his love to you. Last night we spoke about you. Mechi was having a major surgery a number of years ago. So I called the hospital. It was a rainy night. He was in an intensive care. It was a major surgery. I called the hospital. I said, could I come to visit my friend? He's in this. They said, no guests allowed. So I left. I started going. My wife said, they just told you. No, I said, I wanted to try to convince my phone. I said, I'm going to my friend. I said, if you think the hospital's stopping me, I'm going to my friend. It's not Nageya. I was calling because this way I could travel, at least knowing I'm going to get in. They said no, but I'm still going. I drove to the hospital. I got in. It's many, many years later. He talks about opening his eyes, and I was there. We didn't schmooze. I had nothing to say. Couldn't talk then. It wasn't the conversation. I was just my friend who's in the hospital. I'm going to the hospital. I'm not. What are you going to say to him? Nothing. What is there to say? I'm here. A person comes to Hashem, doesn't come like bribing. It's not how it works. I'm here. I really want you, Hashem. That's it. Real. Ein Banu Masim. It's a much more powerful way of showing up. Not coming with stuff. Not often called a Moisif Gareya. When you add, you're taking away. It's not this. My son would call me up, describing what he wants, describing how good he's doing. It's like tragic. I'm here, Tati. I need you. I want you. You love me. I love you. We're into. Could I have? That's the attitude. I wanted to express the attitude of coming to Hashem. Now, of course, when we do show up, I want to express that it's normal to feel. If a son ignored his father for a long time, and I want to express this, and I want to validate normal feelings, it's very normal to be embarrassed that I ignored you for so long. Hashem, I want you. I saw somebody ask Jordan Peterson, do you believe in Hashem? And he started crying. Because Because he said I could say yes, but I did yesterday some serious stuff. He started crying. So it's very normal in showing up and saying, I want you to blush a little bit. I'm saying I want you, Hashem. I admit, and I feel this way sometimes. You come Rosh Hashanah, it's gorgeous. I wish I showed up more. Ashrei Yish Lo Yishkacheka. So I want to validate that it's normal to have feelings, and it's not all just gishmak. I don't have anything, Hashem, I'm here. It's funny that I ignored this relationship a little. A guy shows up to his wife and anybody he loves, and he comes and he says, I want the relationship. It's a normal emotion to say, I haven't been present to this. Actually, that strikes me and hits me, but there's nothing to come. So there's the first thing I wanted to share with the Chevra. The second thing I want to tell you is Hashem runs the world. And I had planned, Rai Wasnicki asked me to say a Shabbos Shuvah Drasha, and I planned to say a Shabbos Shuvah Drasha, Shabbos Shuvah, and I planned to say one at Shalosh Shudas. That was my plan. My wife's here, my friends, Avram's here. I wanted to say a Shabbos Shuvah Drasha. Comes Shalosh Shudas, and I totally forgot. And Yidi Einhorn gave us tremendous here. And the Minig Yeshivas, the guy at Shalosh Shudas speaks. I totally forgot. My mind, what I'm going to say. I was like holding, thinking. And then Yudi speaks, and he spoke beautifully, and he spoke a while, and there was no Shabbos Shuvah Drasha. So then it came time to bench, and I was clearing, should I say one? But it's not accepting. Hashem runs the world. It was too, Avi said he was wondering. We didn't sing Yedid Nefesh. We never. My plan was, even when he was going to speak, he says, let's do the Mizmars, he'll speak, then we'll do Yedid Nefesh, then we'll have a Shabbos Shuvah Drasha. He spoke beautifully for a while, and it was late, it was way after the Zman. And Hashem runs the world, then he'll stop. But then I'm thinking, everything, Hashem really runs the world. And that was going to be a Shabbos Shuvah Drasha. I told the Wasnicki Mishpacha that his family's going to hear. And I want to say that Yudi's was the Shabbos Shuvah Drasha, this yeshiva was Yudi's speech. And I want to translate in English the Shabbos Shuvah Drasha, and I want to tell you this. And this was the Shabbos Shuvah Drasha in Waterbury, Connecticut this year. Things don't look at things like it's coincidence, it happens, like, okay, shucks. No, we had a Shabbos Shuvah Drasha. Hashem decides what the Shabbos Shuvah Drasha is. And the Shabbos Shuvah Drasha was given by Yidi this year. And I want to say, and anybody could take the Shuvah Drasha you want. I want to tell you what hit me, what struck me, what Yudi said. Yudi was emotional. He was here and got a lot from Yeshiva and gave a lot to Yeshiva and was saying things from the Oimek Alei, very deep. And I want to say to the guys that little things matter a lot. Describe 2 a.m. with a friend eating ice cream and talking. He described his father driving him. He thanked his father. His father's a beautiful Yid. He described his father going out of the way, driving them, and then listening on the radio to pranks, to like phone pranks. He described different little encounters with friends. He wasn't at a moment being very funny, or he was just very sincere, being emotional. He's saying goodbye. He's walking out of the yeshiva. This place means a lot to him. He grew worlds here and gave a lot to the yeshiva. There's a certain seriousness, and it struck me how big the little things are. And to take little things seriously. You're eating a breakfast with the guy in the dining room. It matters. There's a line, Beichalei Kula Yomer Kavod, in the Heichal Hashem, things are chashuv. At big, serious places, things count. The Yid's life matters, Lifnei Hashem. And little things are very, very significant. They matter a lot. The little thing matters a lot. We was Zaycha, somebody ran the yeshiva, his name's Rabbi Oberlander, who built this yeshiva. He was a master of the little thing. He liked a cup of coffee. He went with guys, he liked a nice pair of shoes. I'm always amazed. I'm not the biggest dresser in the world. I don't do well with clothing. I always have like old stuff, and my wife will make sure without her I'd look like be ridiculous. And I like when my kids dress nicely. I'm always amazed how a pair of shoes changes the whole look of somebody. You think a pair of shoes, guy wears a nice new pair and he looks like so fresh. And it means to me the little thing matters a lot. A little pair of shoes, you think it's just covering his feet. Guy looks like fresh, he looks nice. Little things matter a lot. And to me, that was the Shabbos Shuvah Drush in the yeshiva this year. That little things, a phone call. A guy calls his grandmother, a phone call. He makes a phone call. A guy, mamish, walks into a dorm, a little interaction. It's interesting. At the last night, I've gotten this feel before. Guys talk about their journey, and the slightest thing is like a big thing. A bacher was sitting here describing it. He was shining from his Rosh Hashanah, and I see he still has a beautiful look from Rosh Hashanah. He told me that Reb Jay went to the pickleball court and blew the shofar. And it like meant something to him. It's beautiful. Little things are significant in the world. Little interactions. I'll tell you something interesting. When I was sitting around with my family mourning my dad, you would think people want to hear big stories. And there are big stories about my father. It's the littlest things that are like very meaningful, like tiny stuff. The way he said my name, I miss a lot. It's like a little thing. He had a nice way of saying a name. Little things are very valuable and precious. And when Yuri described his departure, it was very moving to me to count little things, to mark little things, to be present by little things, to value quick encounters, to value a quick encounter, to be present for a quick encounter. A dorm counselor walks into a dorm, says good morning to a guy. It's a big thing. To value, be present for it, put meaning into it. No, it's interesting. There are lines. There's a medrash that describes that if Ruvain would have known how important his action was, he would have gone betupim and mechayles. If you would, it's big things. It's big. Yuri's sitting late at night eating ice cream with the guy. He's a frummer guy, closer to Hashem, helping many. His ice cream, late night ice cream thing was a big thing. It mattered, was significant. Right, Overlander very much lived like that. Like little things were like significant. It's interesting, at his, we had a gathering, a yard site gathering at Oberlander, and one of the most brilliant guys who ever learned in the yeshiva said he saw two things. Yehuda Gruber is a brilliant guy, very brilliant person. He's a special Ben Torah. He said there were two things I got from Ray Oberlander. He described his sorrow. He couldn't move the days after Oberlander was nifter. And he said, I got two things. He said, I got Shabbos from him. He was a Shabbos Yid. His connection to Shabbos was wild. He said, I got Shabbos from him. And he said the value of little things. He said he would drink a coffee. It was like significant. He had a certain way he liked coffee. He wore a nice pair of shoes. Little things were like significant, the detail. Ray Oberlander loved, we would make a Shabbos together every year. He loved remembering details. He came, we made a hotel Shabbos, and he remembered to check when they call out, when they bench the new month, the Moiled. And he knew he came, he wrote down the Moiled. That was like classic Ray Oberlander. Okay, so that week we wouldn't say he liked the little detail was like a big thing. The little thing was like significant. So he said he got these two things from Ray Oberlander, and he said he realized it's one thing. The whole Kedusha of Shabbos, Kedusha means that in this world, what I told the Chevra about Pruta, when you mekajari Pruta, a penny, from 1 penny you make Kedusha, and that's what Kedusha is. Kedusha means that in this world we're shaykh to the eternal. He said it's not two sugyas. He said Shabbos during the week translates that things matter. Two guys drinking a coffee, two friends here go together to the gas station, Dunkin', and it's a big thing. Two friends bonding, it's a big thing. It's interesting, when guys would come back to Waterbury, there was always a minute when guys came back engaged or married, they bring their wives, or the kala, they bring them to the Ami's Bagel. Now they talk about Ami's Bagel, it's a bagel store, but it's a big thing. Two friendships were formed buying a bagel together. I said, what's this big bagel place? One day you bring your wife to the Dunkin' Donuts, a big thing. It's a big deal, because two friends, in the context of a life, Lifnei Hashem, Little things are very significant. I felt like Yuri's speech, and he was describing like very little. He's playing 2K and arguing like two brothers. I was very moved by that because two Yidden were bonding over 2K at 2 in the morning. He was crying that he would go to the gym 4 in the morning and shoot free throws with somebody. And like two Yidden, sometimes you see two guys struggling to keep the schedule. Late at night, they meet up in the gym. They work out together for a few minutes. Two people searching for Hashem, searching for growth. Just two people functioning. The little stuff matter a lot. I say it to us because if we could be present more by the little things, if we could be besimcha more and appreciate the little things, that alone is a life, adds meaning and purpose, just with more chiyus, with more warmth, with more sense of those little things matter a lot. They matter a lot. How many guys years later remember like a little Dunkin' run and that was significant to them, and years later it stays. The guy talks to his children about Ami's bagel. There are guys who are out of yeshiva 25 years will still talk about Ami's bagel. That little run meant something. I took that as the Shabbos Shuvah Drasha. I can tell you, it's 24 hours later. I want to do little things, a little shpatzir, to be more present, to do it with more chiyus, because it's significant. A guy is leaving the doors of yeshiva and he's talking about eating ice cream 2 in the morning. It struck me. So if I'm eating ice, I want to be more present, more besimcha about it. Recognize it's something valuable and precious. So I wanted to just chazer what I took as the Shabbos Shuvah Drasha of the yeshiva. I wanted to again express how precious, how much we owe somebody who gave to yeshiva. He's not here, Yodi left, but I want to express somebody who gave a lot to yeshiva. We owe a lot of gratitude. I appreciate it. Shlomo spoke about him, Shalosh Shudas. I appreciated that you spoke and what you said a lot. The story you said, I appreciated a lot. We've all grown a lot. Shlomo has impacted my life. Talk about somebody who's present, the way he listens to people, the way he listens to himself, his own. I'm proud of what we have in the yeshiva and what you've brought something here to my life, to the whole yeshiva's life, and I'm proud of that a lot. And I wish us all, these two inyanim that we spoke, to show up to our relationship to God, to be able to show up and to show up in a way that says, I'm here. I'm not trying to come with stuff. That's like you're practically not here. Your stuff's here. I'm here. I want you, Hashem. Ein banu masma. I'm just here, Hashem. I'm a reliant. I'm a dependent. I need you. I want you. Show up like that is message 1. And tefillah. Rab Nachman says to turn your Torah into tefillah. That's tefillah. I'm on Kein banu masma. We're here, Hashem. And message 2 is let's try to value the little stuff and be more present by the little stuff. Have an excellent day, Shepherd. That's your guys.